good day to you all. If you would please put your palms together for a meditation reading. When I was a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera. What will be, will be. The song Que Sera by Jay Livingston and Ray Evans. If you would please join me in God's show. Namo Amidos, Namo Amidos, Namo Amidos, Namo Amidos, Namo Amidos, Namo. I was having lunch with several friends of mine the other week, and they are longtime members of the community. They live in Orchid, Santa Maria. They just live, but they were raised in this area. And they started telling me stories about their various friends back when they were growing up and their relatives. And they gave me their histories of their lives and the experiences they had with each other. They were fun to listen to. But it brought to my mind, the many influences we had and continue to have in our lives. We observe monthly memorial services to deepen our thoughts of those who played this major role in our lives. And we share our Namo Amitabhasam with them each and every day. They have left this earthly realm, yet they left us with so many exciting adventures. They gave us the freedom to explore and left us with their teachings, as well as their deep entrusting in the Buddha Dharma. During this time of deep hearing, I wondered what others will remember of me when I pass from this earthly realm. I wonder what they will say when they hear my name. Will they laugh? Will they smile? Will they say that she was an excellent minister? Or will they just say, oh, she was so mean? But it's my actions that I do in the now and the presence that will carry on when I pass from this earthly realm. What do I want to be remembered as? I want to be remembered as the follower of the Nembutsu. I want them to know I was a teacher that taught them so many things, not about the Buddhist teachings, but about themselves. And it is in the now, the present, the very present, that our loved ones share compassion and wisdom. We have remembrances that they shared of their compassion and wisdom. They shared in their good times and bad times. They made us laugh. But what will be the qualities that we will really remember? And will we pass our understanding of the Dharma to the future generations? There's a story of a father and daughter. And the father lost the wife and the daughter lost the mother. And they were sitting at the dining table having breakfast. The father looked over and she saw the sadness in his daughter's heart on her face. And he felt so bad for her, but he didn't know what to do. After the grieving period was over, she went off to school. He returned to work. But the school announced that there was going to be an excursion and that they had to bring their box lunch. And so the little girl got so excited, but yet she became saddened because each excursion she took, her mother made this excellent lunch for her. But now her mother was gone. What will she have to do? Will she have to go to the store and buy it before going off to school? She was questioning what she would have to do. She came home and she told her father, "We're going on an excursion next week and we have to take a box lunch." And the father said, "Okay, why are you sad?" He goes, "Because Mom used to make my lunch for me." And the father said, "We'll take care of it. I will take care of it for you." So the father was not one of those home cooks. His wife did all the cooking. But he saw the sadness in his daughter's eyes. And so he was determined to make her a box lunch. He woke up early that morning of the excursion. And he remembered how his wife used to make the rice. So he tried. Well, the first one didn't work. He burnt it. Okay, he started over again. This time, he watched it very carefully. And when the rice was done, he made the daughter's lunch. He woke her up, they had breakfast together, and he handed her her lunchbox. And she looked and she goes, "You made this just for me?" Because your mom made it for you, I now make it for you. She was so thrilled. She was so happy. She went off to the excursion, and as lunch approached, the children all sat outside together, and they opened their lunch. And there, sitting in this little girl's box, were the biggest balls of rice. They looked like snowballs. And all the kids looked over and go, "What are those?" She goes, "This is what my father made for me for my lunch." They said, "That's a lot of rice." He goes, "Yes, but he made it for me, especially for me, with love." And as she sat there and ate 3 of them, 3 rice balls, she was the happiest child. And her friends and schoolmates saw how happy she was for the first time in many weeks. And they joined in her happiness. I read this story, I tell you this story, because this story is the actions of a father for his daughter, and how he saw the hurt in her eyes, and he wanted to try to make it all better. And I say that this little girl, as she grows older, she'll remember that day with true happiness, for her father showed his compassion for her and tried to make life as normal as possible. So at monthly memorial services, we do deepen our thoughts of our departed loved ones and those who played major roles in our lives. These memorial services are very personal, And there are moments, in particular, when our thoughts turn to these people. They left this earthly realm, yet we know they loved us, they cared for us, they showed us as many good times as they could, and they let us make our mistakes. And we knew if we could not solve them, they would always be there to help us and guide us. What our actions in the here and now and in the present will carry on to generations. And it is our Namu Amidabatsu that will remind us of their lives and their qualities. We teach them through our actions, of our actions of compassion, our actions of wisdom. And we share them with gratitude and thankfulness for having them in our lives, and for the many influences and memories and what we have learned from them. What our actions in the here and now, the present, will be what others will remember of us. These memories will be carried to future generations. Will our loved ones and friends remember us for our generosity, our kindness, our kind words, trust, thankfulness? These actions are only determined by you. If you would please join me in Gasho. Namu Amidabatsu, Namu Amidabatsu, Namu Amidabatsu, Namu Amidabatsu, Namu Amidabatsu, Namu.